Hello mga kabiyahe. For today's video mga idol, ibahagi ko po sa inyo yung pamamasyal natin dito sa Archdiocesan Museum dito sa Cebu. Kung saan po mga kabiyahe, makikita natin dito sa gilid ng Cebu Cathedral. So ang gusali pong ito mga kabiyahe is lumang-luma na po, no? Luma na po siya pero napakaganda po, well preserved po yung building. At kung makikita natin dito sa loob ng museum, nakalagay talaga dito yung mga napakaraming mga rebulto, lumang rebulto ng mga santo at saka Virgin Mary. And pinipreserve po ito mga kabiyahe sa matagal na po na panahon. Gusto nyo bumibisita dito, may entrance fee po siya na halagang 50 pesos only. At saka itutur kayo sa kanilang tour guide. So sa baging ito, sundan nyo lang mga kabiyahe at ipapakita ko sa inyo yung kagandahan po na mga makikita natin na mga relics ng mga santo at saka yung mga gamit ng simbahan sa sinaunang panahon. So stay tuned po mga idol at panoorin po ninyo ang buong video. Maraming salamat po.
Oh yes, so your first lesson are the physical remains ng mga buto ng mga santo. Some of the Vatican art, from Vatican Museum, is a legion, of course. Why? It's because the first one who got this collections is the late Filipino Cardinal Julio Rosales, and followed by Monsignor. Pinag-collect ko, pero near-possible lang ako, in-expose ko during pandemic. That's the time ko kasi naka-restore at na-expose nito yung first class. Again, we have the first class of San Roque, St. Faustina, St. Teresa of Jesus, St. Rita of Asia. So, if makikita niyo dito, wala yung St. Ferrer kasi fiesta niya this week, diba? Inirap siya sa parish niya, diba? Okay, pwede nyo lapitan, pwede kayo mag-pray na sana maulit. Ito po yung upuan niya, no? And of course, it's choosable as well. This is what we call the second class relic. Okay, so this one, explain natin kay Father. Iba-ibang versions. Actually, these are the 3 versions of saints, no? Normally, this one is what we call the Filipino version or the bulto, no? And this one's the other term, the bastador. They have their own petticoat or dress. Then, last one is the gonsi. It's a flexible. That is why, if the Vatican Archivo would ask about us, no? Meron nagmilagro na santo sa Cebu. Anong type ng santo sa Cebu yung nagmilagro? Kasi umiyak ng dugo. Anong type? Sabi nila, anong klase? Sabi namin, 50% of that na milagroso siya. But if it is the bulto, purely made of wood, hindi siya na-distract, hindi siya na-iro-iro, ganon. They will say it's 90% that you have to process it for dynasty. No? That's one. So, kaya mahalaga yung malaman natin yung 3 types of saints. The Bulto, the Bastador, at saka the Gonsi. The Bastador, meron siya pwede siya European country. The Gonsi, pwede siya i-flex. Like Mama Mary, yung mga the Gonsi na ma-remove siya. No? Object. Okay? So this is also the imperative sacristy. You just stay here in front. Okay. Before in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1900s, no? We have this, the Vatican one, no? Traditional Latin Mass. Alam natin lahat na yung pare nakatalikod facing to this Sacratus. The Sacratus are the sacred prayer. Una, the opening of the Mass, the Vesperia, and the Recension, which is the washing of hands, the lavabo. Pero it was changed by Paul VI. When was that? I think 1965 to 1969. There was a second calling of Economical Council. Meaning EQ, you have to adopt the new trend of the church. That is the reason why the priest is now facing the churchgoers, direct contact, not facing that one. Churchgoers, direct contact. With this book where the biblical passage will be placed here to preach the gospel. The witness is the chair of the highness, the bishop, the deacon, and the priest. And we can only hear the 2 sounds in the church. This one. Nice scream, no? It's not a nice scream, it sounds of joy. The sounds of joy represents the Dosi Apostles. This is what we call the rueda. Hinanap namin where is Mark and Judas, na wala pa. Rueda, it sounds of joy, but this one, when you can hear,
Palak-palak. During Holy Week.
kaya sa Holy Week, kasi tridium yan. Okay, you can hear this during Holy Thursday, the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament, no? Yung mag-vigil tayo. So, this is what we call the Madraka, Sounds of Sadness Ballad, because it's the passion or the death of our Lord Jesus Christ. And this one, what is your interpretation of this box?
Confession.
Okay, most of the tourists coming over here, they will tell us it's a confessional box, but it's not a confessional box. It's what we call the transportational box of the priest, or the mood of Orimon box. Where in Orimon, meaning the priest will get inside here, and there are people who carry him from one place to another, just to give a holy communion with the sick and the dying ones. So mood of transportational box of the priest. So Orimos, okay? Again, architectural design of this building. This is very important. From the bottom up to the ceiling. This is still original, hardwood yakan. Once we cut, there is a rare termite will fall in this post. We will just cut it one, and then we put it by number. In the second floor, you will see there's the number with the post. Why? If you cut this number 13, so the pieces once you will treat it, that is number 13, not number 14. So for the cutting wood, number 13 should be placed in the number 13, not in the other post. Because that's the way in how we treat also the woods, no? And the last one, Tenebrario, you know already what is Tenebrario. It's the morning prayer. We have this one. So I think in the Archdiocese of you, Father, know what's the Archdiocese? You have another church there. So we can have the Teneblas. The Teneblas on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I hope you can join there. I just go straight to the English because someone also goes. So the last one is what we call the baptismal form. No? Normally, I will ask you a question. Okay, i-return ko yung entrance. When was the first baptism fall in the island of Cebu? When was the first? When was the first baptism fall in the island of Cebu? It was April 14, 1521, when Father Diego Valderrama from Spain arrived in the island of Cebu and baptized the 7 villagers, including Rancho Humapo in Tacasa. He was the chief captain of Cebu. No? He was a Muslim and he was convinced to be baptized by Father Diego Valderrama with his wife Mama. When they were baptized, Father Diego was the King Carlos and his wife Mama was the Queen Juana who received the Santo Niño, no? Image of miraculous Holy Child of Jesus in Basilica Minor del Santo Niño. So despite of the pandemic in 2021, we commemorate the 500 years of Christianism. Since Cebu is always the heart of Christianity in 1521. No? So with this baptismal font, we use this to baptize the 300 children in Santo Niño with these 8 sides. The 8 sides represents as resurrection. Once you will be baptized, you will be resurrected. No? These 8 sides. And of course, if you will ask about us, no? Why is it Santo Niño, Basilica Minor del Santo Niño cannot have Mass, wedding Mass, or baptism? Why? Even the Santo Niño, they were the first missionary who came in Asia, no? Again, I will just review. The first missionary is the Augustinian, followed by the Franciscan, next is the Dominican, Jesuit, and the last is the Regulators. There were the 5 missionaries who came in Asia. They cannot do that because they are not under with the parish, no? So that is why whatever it is, they are secular, they are either other missionaries, they're still under the Archdiocese and represented by the Archbishop who represents them. So again, that would be all in this chapel, while in the second floor, it's all about the things of the late cardinals. So you see the Cuna del Cristianismo. Cuna means the crib and the cradle of Christianity. So you will see also the collections of saints, the ivory collections, the regalia of worship, the typical look of the priest, and our contemporary papers. So with that note, thank you so much for coming over, for sharing your time this morning. Gracias, gracias.
Thank you.
This is made of mahogany as well. So In 1800s, they believe about the oro, plata, mata, oro.
Yeah.
No? Kung maghimo na kag hagdanan, start with the oro and reach with the oro. Because if you reach with mata, it's bad. No? Sabot na ang plata. No? Like gold, silver, bronze, gold. 1, 2, 3, 1. Dapat ano siya. Okay, you can join with me the Vatican Archive. Okay. Oro, plata, mata. 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 Oro.
Wow. Wow. Oro, plata, mata.
Yes, practice things perfect.
Go.
Oro, plata, mata.
So maraming salamat po mga kabiyahe kung nagpapatuloy ka po sa ating ibinibahaging video. At dito po sa pangalawang palapag ng museum, dito natin makikita talaga yung mga gamit ng mga dating obispo o yung mga pari na namamahala dito sa unang panahon kung saan itinatag itong simbahan o mismo itong Archdiocese ng Cebu. So, maraming salamat po ulit mga kabiyahe, and please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel para updated po kayo sa ating mga video na i-upload sa susunod. Thank you and mabuhay po kayong lahat.